So about a month ago, I was scrolling through Twitch and I came across this channel called HealthyGamer. I thought the logo was pretty dope, and honestly, it just seemed pretty different from what I'm used to seeing on Twitch, so I thought I'd tune in for a few minutes just to see what was up. And then 2 hours later, I came away thinking, how the hell have I never heard about this before? And what is it? Well, it's a psychiatrist who went to Harvard, whose whole channel revolves around interviewing other streamers about the daily grind of being a streamer. Okay, so this is Dr. Alo Kanoja, but I'm gonna call him Dr. K. So in his day job, he's an addiction psychiatrist, but in his free time, he's been researching video game addiction for the past 5 years, before officially creating the HealthyGamer website and Twitch channel in 2019. The way he explains it, HealthyGamer is a website, it's a blog, a YouTube channel, and a Twitch channel dedicated to talking about mental health from the perspective of video games.
So HealthyGamer is about helping people build healthy lives. And it's mental health for gamers by gamers. So it's like facing the challenges that you face, not just in terms of getting a job or, finding a girlfriend or things like that, but like helping you understand yourself, and so that you can live a life that you find enriching and fulfilling. And you can also play video games for fun, which is what they're designed for.
Basically, it's a mental health resource that actually tries to understand the perspective of gamers. One thing that he talks about a lot is video game addiction, and here's how he defines it when I asked him about it.
It's relatively simple. So if it causes a problem, it is a problem. Generally speaking, if you're playing video games and it's affecting your professional life, your academic life, your personal life, your physical health, or your mental health, then that's a problem.
Now, there are 2 reasons why he kind of created all of this. He told me that throughout his academic and professional career, he saw almost no research when it came to video game addiction, mainly because the people that he was working with and reported to didn't know jack shit about video games.
So there's some smart, knowledgeable people who are experts in the field of psychiatry there. And so I started asking them about video game addiction. And this was about 5 years ago now, and was surprised that despite how knowledgeable and brilliant they are, they just didn't understand it. And if you look at people who are leaders in the field of especially medicine and psychiatry, they're all older. Like if you think about chiefs of departments of psychiatry, they're in their 50s, 60s, or 70s. And none of these people have played video games. And so I sort of realized, like, no one really knows what's going on here.
The other reason? Well, that actually goes back to his own college experience. See, well, these days he might be a successful psychiatrist with a private practice and now this weird Twitch career. At one point, he almost flunked out of college because video games dominated his life.
I struggled with video game addiction, or playing too many video games. Started in high school, really became a problem in college when I was failing just about all of my classes. Was on academic probation, had less than a 2.0 GPA, and basically woke up every day, started to play video games, and played video games all day, went to sleep early in the morning, like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and just really wasn't going anywhere in life.
So on one hand, he saw absolutely nobody talking about these issues, while he also dealt with these problems in his own life. And so he decided to do something about it. So he's got a website with a blog, the YouTube channel with a lecture series that's pretty goddamn funny, and then the Twitch channel, where he talks to everybody from the little guy to some big names like Devin, Reckful, and Destiny. This whole thing starts with its Discord server. There's channels dedicated to the topics he discusses regularly on stream, and there's even this assignments tab, where right now, for example, you can write 500 words about what you think is wrong with the world. I don't think 500 words is enough. And then the Twitch stream starts. And it's a long conversation about, honestly, a lot of the topics that we hear about when it comes to streaming and Twitch.
So the first thing is, let's just think a little bit about kind of like addictive personalities. So a lot of people that I work with say that they have an addictive personality. And if you think about it, they'll say like, okay, I used to be addicted to video games and now I'm addicted to sex, or that's not gonna happen.
Things like burnout and social anxiety and getting over toxic relationships, to even esports pros dealing with the pressure that comes with having that kind of career.
I prepare with every stream and I kind of say okay, here's an opportunity for me to help one person. I have 1 hour of my life and they have 1 hour of their life. And I don't know what this person needs because I don't really prepare. I don't usually talk to people ahead of time or anything like that. It's just I just show up and they show up. And then the main question that I ask is, what does this person need? And oftentimes that is not a canned answer because people are different.
It's kind of like one big therapy session, but somehow it's entertaining and really relatable. That being said, he emphasized the fact that all of this doesn't replace actual therapy. And while the Twitch channel has been steadily growing, it's a December 1st interview with Reckful that actually caused its popularity to go through the fucking roof. Reckful's a former World of Warcraft pro and obviously a member of Trainwreck TV, and he's also been very open about his mental health issues on social media. And as word spread about this psychiatrist streaming on Twitch, his fans thought it would be good for the two of them to connect. At almost 2 hours long, the interview is extensive and includes like really relatable moments like this.
So tell me what your experience of depression is.
Okay, it's very hard to explain. The easiest way to explain is I've had years of my life like this where I wake up every day and I don't see a purpose to doing anything.
And this moment specifically went viral on Reddit.
What do you like about what you're doing?
I like that I'm trying to give people something I wanted as a kid.
Who's the focus on? Who are you thinking about?
Just people haven't experienced what I did.
Yeah. So I'll tell you, Reckful, listen carefully now. Your depression, you're trying to cure the depression that is growing within kids out there today. You're trying to protect them from what happened to you.
Dr. K's Twitch channel blew up, Reckful seems to be doing better, and there was like 1 million articles written about this.
Dude, I'm happy. I can say with confidence, I am actually day-to-day happy. Even when I'm doing nothing and alone, I'm happy. I've never felt this way in my life. Okay? I've never felt day-to-day happy when I'm doing nothing and alone.
And I was able to chat with Dr. K about the impact of that big episode.
I did the same thing that I do every time on stream, and sometimes I have to like remind myself that this is what I'm doing. Is just show up and try to help the person, right? I've got 1 hour with this guy, you know, whether he's famous or not famous or a streamer or just a regular person, like it makes no difference to me. Like I have 1 hour with this person, let's see what we can do and how can I help? How can I be of service? That's my dharma. That's my duty or responsibility.
We hear about burnout and mental health issues associated with gaming all the time. It's something Mizkif recently talked about, Tifu's talked about it. It's something that esports pros talk about all the time as well.
I was in a really, when I went to the war chat, I made it seem a lot easier. Dude, it was hard.
Don't cry, my sweet egg.
It was hard at getting out of the ward. And for July and August and September, I put on such an act on stream that I was happy when I was miserable. I would get off stream and I was it was so weird. I would get off stream and I wouldn't talk.
Now, obviously, streaming alone in your room for like 12 hours a day can be a really lonely job and demands a lot of time. And now we have this psychiatrist who literally went to Harvard, streaming on Twitch and talking about these issues that in part were caused by the job itself. It's like this weird self-fulfilling prophecy, snake eating its tail kind of thing. And yeah, the Healthy Gamer Twitch channel is growing faster than ever, and Dr. K has received insane amounts of requests to chat on stream. And so I asked him about this difficult contradiction.
And so when it comes to like, isn't it ironic that Twitch is causing all these problems and you're using Twitch to help people? Well, yeah, and also like, yeah, right? Because we want to use Twitch, like technology isn't evil, it's just what you do with it. And I don't think that people have realized the psychological impact that being a YouTube influencer or a Twitch streamer has. And now that people are getting wise, you have people like me who are trying to help them. And my goal is that, you know, we'll be able to help Twitch streamers like be healthy and happy. And also like the gamers watching at home be healthy and happy.
Think about it like this, right? Dr. K is objectively helping people, but now there's an audience expecting something. And so how do you balance those two things?
I started noticing things within myself that I imagine other streamers struggle with. So like when we started to get more viewers, I've caught myself looking at my viewer count. And I caught myself wanting to grow that viewer count. Oh, that's interesting. My mind is gravitating towards wanting me to have a bigger viewer count because then I feel like I'm doing a better job. So I like caught myself and I was like, oh, actually, that's not healthy at all. Because there is this performative aspect. There is this sort of sense that I don't want to disappoint people on stream, right? And I think that like that's actually one of the toughest things is that people now have an expectation that they're going to come on stream and within an hour or an hour and a half, I'm going to do something magical to transform their lives.
Yeah. Dude. I do not care. If you don't like Bugs Bunny and Tweety, like that whole...
Nobody that's watching the video is anywhere close to old enough to watch Bugs Bunny and Tweety. They all grew up playing Fortnite, you idiot.
Well, I don't know what to say then, you know? Like, fucking YouTube it. It's all over YouTube, you know?